Meeting of the General Laws and Technology Committee will come to order. Everybody come up here and then we can all get counted here. So turn on the machine for calling the roll.
Mr. Chairman, I already gave the proxy. If I revoke. Who did you give it to? I gave it to Adam. It's not letting me cancel. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll vote yes for by proxy.
All right.
Mr. Chair, you have a quorum.
All right. Thank you. So if anybody else leaves, make sure you proxy out. So what we have is we have 4 bills to be heard today. Then we'll have a regular meeting tomorrow. The 4 bills that we're hearing today are have an impact on revenue, and all revenue bills have to be out of committee by today, which is why we had to have this special meeting today rather than putting these on the docket for tomorrow. And all 4 of them are either identical, or if not identical, if any of them are not, then they're very similar to bills that had passed in the Senate. We will start with Delegate Krezak, I guess. So.
Or is it working? Okay.
You're 3/4 of the agenda, so.
All right. I feel sorry for her. Is there somebody else waiting for the 1/4?
The Chair of Appropriations.
We don't want him to wait.
So
He's not here, okay.
We may handle his bills for him, so.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The first one, I don't know, I'll go in order of the number, I think. HB 574.
All right.
Now,
House Bill 574.
so what this is trying to get at is that
When you're introducing the bills,
Yeah.
can you identify the bills, the Senate bills that are?
this is the Senate Cognate was Senator Reeves' Senate Bill 367.
All right.
And I understand this bill did not make it out of finance, perhaps, was it? But I want you guys to give me a shot on this, because I think it's important that we try to pass this bill. I know Senator Reeves gave it his best shot, but we did pass it out of the House. And so what we're trying to do here is to make sure that one of the things that's happening is that problem gaming is an issue. You've got a lot of people with addiction problems, and we have a problem gambling treatment and support fund out there. And right now we have about $2 million in that, and 84% of that was spent at the beginning of the session. It's probably going to all be spent down before session even ends, and that's before before the casinos even come out open. And we've got, and they're putting money into it, and lottery puts money into it. All we're asking is that, and really the number isn't important. The amount isn't important. All that's important is that there's some kind of skin in the game, if you will, if you use a kind of casino or gambling type thing. But they should put money into it as well, and that is the historic horse racing machines. Those folks were not included. I'm not asking to tax them or add anything to what they pay. It's just take it out of the money that's coming to the general fund and redirect it into the problem gambling treatment and support fund to mitigate gambling addiction issues. That's all this seeks to do.
All right. Any questions of the patron?
I think we voted for this before it sent into appropriations, right? We did.
Yes. Yeah. Well.
Second, re-refer to finance.
No. These don't go to finance. We had to make sure that we were good on this. Okay. Finance said that because they were all identical or close to what had passed out of the Senate, they did not have to have these. And if they did have to have these, they would have to pass them this afternoon. But so that's why we're meeting today, to be able to get them out of here. So if we have is there anybody who wishes to testify on this bill? All right. All right. And then we have a motion and a second to report the bill. Is there any further discussion? All right. We will vote on the board now.
Ayes 11, no 0.
11-0. All right, that one, okay, got two more.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, members of the committee. This is 766, is that correct?
Yes,
Okay.
766.
766 is
767.
Senator Bell's 401. And what that does is it creates it's really enforcement portion of Senator Bell and Senator Reed's bills and my bill, which are the same, the cognates on the House side of this legislative package on charitable gaming. It did get amended and over and cut in half, really, is the way to look at it, over in House appropriations. And actually, I think it was a wise move because we were trying to do a little bit too much. We were trying to be a little cute with it. And at first, we had the money going. We had this percentages going to different places, and that's the way Senator Bell's bill would look. And then we changed it from lottery to Virginia State Police, and it was too difficult. What was easier was just the part that's come to you now, which is just having an enforcement coordinator position at Virginia State Police. And I will also say that we've also got that other enforcement bill that's running through McDougal and Reeves' bill, which just passed today on the floor of the House. So in coordination with that, I have in the House budget, we have this position funded. And so I think.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, Senator Evan.
Is it my understanding that the House substitute conforms to that SB 401, when it reported from the House General Laws, conformed to HB 766, so it's now identical to the bill before us?
That's correct.
Yes.
And if I could ask Senator Reeves, is that the form that we want to send it out in?
That is, Mr. Chairman, and just a caveat, as we look forward to cleaning up and eventually setting up an umbrella over all of this gambling, by doing it this way, I'm glad the House did it this way, because eventually we were talking about the state police being the enforcement arm of all gambling, because that's been the biggest challenge, was enforcement. So this really kind of is a great marker to start with them, and then as we build the Virginia Gaming Commission over all of the different entities, this would fit pretty nicely in that.
Mr. Chairman?
All right, Senator Evan.
I think we've already had testimony on this, and I note that it passed unanimously from this committee before, so I'd like to move that we report it. And report and refer, I guess the motion is?
No, it's just report.
Move to report.
All right. All right, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All right, we'll vote on the board.
Ayes 13, no zero.
13-0. Add one to your number. You're going from 766 to 767, so.
Okay, good. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. 767 is the Senate cognate is Senator Bell's 399. This is the civil penalty portion of the charitable gaming legislation package, and what this does is it makes it clear that the bill calls for a civil penalty of not less than $25,000 and not more than $50,000 for any person or organization that conducts charitable game without obtaining a permit and that continues to conduct such games after revocation or suspension of such a permit, or that otherwise violates any charitable gaming provisions. This, I believe, is identical and has not changed at all from Senator Bell's, which has already come out of this, I believe, unanimously.
Yes, Senate Bill 399 reported 14-0 from General Laws here, and then reported for Finance 15-0, and then passed the Senate 36-1 with 3 abstentions with conflicts. Rule 36.
Move to report.
All right, we have a motion to report and a second on that. Is there any further discussion? All right, we'll vote on the board.
Ayes 13, no zero.
All right, ayes 13-0. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, committee.
Do you want to pretend to be the chair of appropriations now? So,
I would support the bill, whichever it is.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, the other bill we have is the patron is Delegate Knight, who is chair of appropriations. It deals with the casino gambling issue and with the alcoholic beverages within the gaming establishments. It is identical to Senator Lucas's bill that we passed this year. So
Move to report, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, just a clarification. This is the bill that would allow for serving of alcohol 24 hours a day?
Right.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we have a motion to report. Is there anybody want to testify on anything? So I guess not. All right. We have a flawed.
Ayes 12, noes 1.
Brave man that wants to vote against the House Appropriations Chair.
That is, the bill is reported, and that's it with all four bills we have. We'll have a few more tomorrow, so.